Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be assembling the short block into a long block. We got all the parts, well, 99% of the parts here. We're going to get it all slapped together and find pushrod link, get those ordered, and then a quick one-over of all the parts we're going to be throwing at it. Like I've said, Texas Speed short block, Wisco pistons, Comstar rods, GM wet sump crank. That's it for that. LT1 valve covers with different coil packs, supposedly off a CTSV. LT4 injectors and a high pressure fuel pump. PRC heads, which are pretty cool. Johnson 2116 link bar lifters. Finally got the lower timing gear in. LSX DOD plugs, flush mount plugs. I got ICT's oil cooler adapter. I'm going to be running an external oil cooler for this motor. K-Tech oil pump, Texas Speed LC7 cam, LME front cover, VVT delete. Very cool. ICT vacuum pump plate or delete plate, whatever. Tester push rod. Maton, is that how you pronounce it? Manon. Push rod link checker. Inventor's West harmonic balancer. We did do the CHE trunnion kit. So I got a somewhat new cam retainer plate, Texas Speed timing gear, or not timing gear, timing chain, step coulter plug, Speed Engineering, plug wires, ICT, valley cover plate, GM head dials. I do have another BTR manifold hardware kit. Manifold still at powder coat. We should have that by next weekend. New head bolt kit, 103 millimeter Grantinelli throttle body, new gaskets, new rear main cover or seal. I do have a new flex plate with SFI rated whatever. All the random hardware or ground bolts, motor mount, random sensors. I think that pretty much covers all this. Off camera, yesterday I did finish cleaning out the whole oil pan. It was filled front to back with just metal shavings. I had to pop the lower unit off and really detail it with a brake cleaner and air compressor. I'm probably going to order a new seal kit. That one's kind of cracked, but yeah, that's about everything we got for this motor. Oh, new lifter follower for the fuel lifter, whatever. But we'll start putting this together today and hopefully get pushrod length, and that's the goal at least. Go ahead and set y'all up for a time lapse or something or another on how we're going to do this. Little check-in. All we did at the moment is just get the rear cover on and the flex plate on. We're going to go ahead and just continue, set y'all up on a time lapse, probably record the rest on a time lapse and do important little updates. But that be it.
So tonight with this, what we're doing here and all getting together, we have to realize that, well, this is special.
Well, guys, we got the heads put on, cam in, lifters in. It's in time. The LME timing tensioner in there, timing gear, LME timing sprocket, PRC heads, all bolted on and torqued. Got the DOD plugs in from LSX. It's coming together, coming along.
Don't forget about your head bolt. You missed one.
Oh yeah. Ordered a brand new box of head bolts, and we were one short. Luckily, the goat over here just has endless supply of random bolts and seals and whatever you think for LS or LT motors he has somewhere on this cart back there or on that shelf behind his amazing truck.
We had one brand new one.
Yeah, luckily just one brand new one just sitting on the shelf. But yeah, Texas Speed did short me a bolt. Oh well. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting this motor thrown together and do a push rod length check. So we're making progress on the motor. We got the valley cover on, oil pressure sensor, LT4 injectors and fuel rails and high pressure fuel pump, fuel lines,
Custom bolt.
custom bolt. SEMA, yeah. We had washers in there holding it on the old motor. Vacuum pump plate is on. Oh, that's all good. We did have a little bit of a hard time doing push rod length, but we just settled that it will probably be 8.1.
Yeah.
So, buy some.
We'll check it a couple more times before we go home.
Yeah.
It seemed to like 8,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden
It just jumped to 8.1.
it didn't like 8, so we're thinking maybe the lifter wasn't seated all the way.
Yeah. But trying to get it all buttoned up. Just opened up my oil pump to find the solenoid is broken at the bottom. So, not really a whole lot to do unless I want to go get a new solenoid and do some research on it real quick. But pick y'all back up with any type of updates or anything like that. But this is as it sits at the moment. No, we don't even have the checker in there. Well, that's it. So, another check-in. We got as far as we could today because the K-Tech oil pump was broken. What sensor? Or solenoid?
Yeah, oil pump solenoid.
Oil pump solenoid was broken, so we got just about everything else on and tightened. We're going to do one more round to check push rod length and then put the valve covers on just to seal it for another week. Then next week, motor should be good all the way. Praying that my powder coat's done by then. And then we'll just slap it in the truck the following weekend or whenever I find time to do it again. But this did just put timing cover bolts in there because I'm going to take that home over the next week. Get the timing cover all clean so it looks good. Got the vacuum pump plate on. Got the motor mount bolts in. Knock sensor. Got the heads on. This valve cover just sitting there. The Michigan Motorsports flex plate, rear cover is on, whole fuel system's on. The rocker arms and trunnions are just sitting there. We did get the CHE trunnion kit. Knock sensor on the passenger side along with the crankshaft position sensor. LME timing tensioner, lower gear, LME VVT delete, sprocket. That about wraps up today. We did get the fuel lifter follower thing in. Everything is torqued. All this is done for the most part. shouldn't have any issues with piston valve clearance, but we'll hear it whenever we put the push rods in. Won't really check, but it'll be all right. But that will close this video out. Appreciate y'all for watching. Stay tuned for the next video to get it finished.